is no secret that I am a huge fan of florals when it comes to your wedding day. However, I tend to be a little bit more partial to the real flower varieties than the faux ones, and in a very sweet effort to change my mind, my staff decided it would be a good idea to go out and get a couple of faux floral bouquets and get them sent to me to have me open on camera. See how I feel about them. If you're new here, hello, my name is Jamie Wolfer. I'm your online wedding planner, and I help you figure out how to plan your wedding on a budget as successfully as possible, as with as least stress as possible, and feel empowered to make epic decisions for your wedding day. And today's video is no different because I am unboxing faux florals. If you're new here, I don't like faux florals. I don't love them. Like, they're fine to get the job done, but I love real flowers. So the staff thought it'd be a great idea to order some bouquets for me to take a little peeky at. And film it. So we ended up getting 3 bouquets from 3 different sources to see generally what my thought and perception is on them and relay my thoughts to you guys. Now, if you are watching this and you're like, I don't know if I should be doing faux florals or if I should be doing real florals, if I should be DIYing florals, if florals in general cause you to hyperventilate on a small or large scale, you should check out the floral quiz that I put together for you specifically to help you figure out, should you be DIYing? Should you go with your professional? Should you be renting? Should you be buying? Because yes, renting florals is an option. You're going to want to take that floral quiz. It's going to be astronomically helpful. How do I know that? Because over 10,000 of you have taken that quiz already and found it immensely helpful. 10,000! It's probably it's way more than that now, would be my guess. But a lot of people. So that's not why you clicked on, though. You don't care how many people have taken that quiz. You care to see what my face is going to look like when I unbox faux florals. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. First up on our list is a repeat offender, and that is Something Borrowed Blooms. You can't see the logo because it is light blue and on a white backdrop, but it is beautiful branding. I love the branding. Something Borrowed Blooms is a company that we've worked with before because what they offer is a really unique option. Plus, hello, the name is literally perfect for this, where you can rent faux florals. And their byline is own the memories, rent the flowers. So it gives you a great option of getting consistent, tangible results. You know exactly what your bouquet is going to look like, right? Get the exact look that you want for your wedding day for a fraction of the cost. So, let's see. Oh, I got 2 things. This is how it comes. Congratulations. We hope these flowers become great memories. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. The previews. Okay. We've got some excellent little... Okay, so I will say, they have the option of sending perfumed flowers or not. I believe they have opted for the 2 this time around, and my pregnant nose is not enjoying this experience. I'm not saying that would be the same for you, but if you are sensitive to smells, oh no. Opt for the unscented. Okay. So this is a preview box. Our brides tell us guests think they're real, and so we're excited to show you our premium silk blooms in person. Enjoy these flowers over the 4-day rental period to select your perfect match. Pair the florals with your dress selections or sample swatches. So this is awesome. So many people wish that they could see a real tangible version of their florals beforehand, but it's really impractical for a florist to do any sort of preview for you and get those put together because oftentimes they won't have those florals on hand. They could just show you reference photos because we're working with real live things. So the option of having this physically delivered to your house and compare swatches if you want to get that particular is unparalleled. I don't know of many other options like what we've got going on here with Something Borrowed Blooms. And if you want to learn more about them, we will have them linked in the description box below. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, did they include a handwritten note? They're so flipping cute. Look at, you can't see. It's to Jamie. Okay, that's me. We hope you love your preview pack of our Cameron collection. Don't forget to share code Jamie30 with your followers. I'm assuming that's for 30 something. Okay, well, if you guys are interested, use code Jamie30. Just, if you're pregnant, opt for the unscented version. And they have everything that you need. The prepaid shipping label to send it back. This makes it very foolproof. All right, get that out of the way. And let's see what we got here. Please don't let my facial reaction be an expression of anything beyond the scent at this point. We have Let's see, what do we have? We have a bridesmaid bouquet and a centerpiece. So this is their Cameron collection. And in it, we've got some really pretty peachy pink roses. And I'm assuming these are almost like ranunculus. What are these? Orchid style? I don't know. That's the power of going with a faux floral, though, is that you can get varieties that, one, either don't exist in nature, or two, don't last well in a bouquet, and they're going to look absolutely stunning on your wedding day. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little close-up here. So you can see, we've got a couple of hot glue strings, which is totally fine. Those came immediately off. But we've got this. We've got these beautiful, are these leatherhead ferns? I don't know. Florists, correct me if I'm wrong. And then a eucalyptus. Which eucalyptus is this? This is the stem one. The baby? No. I don't know. It's euc, and it's got like a little bit more of a purple hint to it, whereas sometimes the eucalyptus in person can have like a more of a minty, sagey tone. So it's really well laid out. It has a very clear, defined back, so your bridesmaids know how to hold it. It also has a little bow at the back, and so here is what the stems look like. Really clean, really neat. To the naked eye or to someone a little bit further away, you would not be able to tell in any capacity that these are faux florals. They photograph extremely well. In fact, one of my favorite collections that they have is they have a whole magnolia collection. It's called the Shelby collection, and I love magnolia leaves. It's one of my favorite leaves of all time, favorite bits of greenery, and I love magnolia flowers, but they don't last well. Like, they will literally fall apart. I used to have a magnolia tree in my old neighborhood, and I cut the flowers off, and the petals fell off by the end of the day. They're not sustainable in a bouquet at all, unless I just did something wrong or picked the wrong tree. But with something like this, it's going to look beautiful and photograph extremely well. Here is the centerpiece version. Again, absolutely gorgeous. We've got like a garden rose style that's been added in here. Or these peonies. No, they're peonies, which is cool. I mean, this works really well. If you had swatches, look at this like mint julep-esque container. This would be super cute on a centerpiece, especially if you're going for that like Southern charm feel. Yes, ma'am. Now, do they look real in person? No, they don't look real in person. But if you are looking to fill the void of having florals on your wedding day, something that feels a lot more sustainable because they're reusable and they can get sent back and another bride can use them at their event, then yes, these are going to be a fantastic option for you. Okay. I absolutely adore Something Borrowed Blooms. Obviously, we've worked with them in the past. This is my first time holding the scented version pregnant, so I'm going to go ahead and set these off to the side. Pros, super sustainable. You don't have to store them. Perfect color match. You can send them back afterwards. Cons, they still look fake. They do not look like real florals. They photograph incredibly well. A lot of them look really real in photos. But if a guest is sitting at your table, they're probably going to figure out that they're not real flowers. Is there anything wrong with that? No, absolutely not. So if you're interested in checking them out, I highly suggest it. Use code Jamie30 to get, I'm assuming, 30% off if you are interested. All right, set those off to the side. Thank you, Something Borrowed Blooms, for sending those over. That was really sweet of you. This is going to be an excellent solution for so many of you that just feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. Perfect color, perfect timing. They're going to look perfect throughout the day, except for they will absolutely still look like faux florals. If that doesn't bug you, then I say go for it. Next up on our list, we have Afloral, which is literally my favorite faux floral company because of their Christmas collection alone. Okay, their Christmas garlands are so good that I thought about taking out a personal loan to decorate my entire house with them. Is that an exaggeration? Maybe, but they are that good. And they sent over 3 boxes, and our in-house florist picked out what I'd be receiving, and I'm very excited for this. And I think there is specifically a bouquet in there somewhere, because I do work with a lot of florists and or couples getting married, so I know there's got to be a bouquet somewhere. But let's just get to unboxing. Okay, first of all, I have 3 of these, so they're obscenely tall. Okay, let's go ahead and get this open. Great, fantastic packaging. Probably super long stems, which gives you the ability to work with them and do different height variations if you want to. A lot more expensive than Something Borrowed Blooms. What they sent over is way cheaper, I think, than the cost per stem. And that is a misnomer when it comes to working with faux florals. It's like, oh, it's going to be so much cheaper. Absolutely not. If you want a floral that looks like a real flower, it's going to be equal to, if not greater than, the cost of a real flower. However, you do get the benefit of keeping it afterwards or selling it afterwards if that's something you choose to do. So it's something to keep in mind. Yes, you can go to the dollar store. I would never. I would never. You could go to the dollar store and buy the flowers there. They're going to look extremely fake. Something Borrowed Blooms does not fall into that category at all. It's a very, very nice replica. But when it comes to something like Afloral, whom I absolutely adore, they're not cheap, and that's okay. Wow, there's a lot of packaging for it. Is this Queen Anne's lace? It's Queen Anne's lace. Y'all, this is one of my favorite filler flowers of all freaking time. Okay, we're already shedding a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. All right, let's get you a close-up on this one. This is stunning. This is actually something that I've grown in my garden and can be used, I talked about it recently in the rustic wedding video, can be used as an herbal remedy, which is kind of cool. I mean, maybe don't pull them from your bouquet and use them for an herbal remedy, especially if they're not organically grown. Just a thought. But this one is a 33-inch Queen Anne's lace spray. Stunning. Now, up close, absolutely stunning. Definitely looks a little bit different than the real one, at least the ones that I've grown. The heads aren't that big. But this is the kind of thing where, especially because it comes with 2 different stems, you could probably cut this and put it in a singular bud vase. You can see, I don't know if you can see, the heads of these are shedding a little bit. My hope and assumption would be at a certain point that stops. You could cut these and put them in singular bud vases and really make a big impact, because we're looking at a very, very large head to this general floral. The greenery looks really nice, looks really genuine. This might take a double or triple glance for someone to see if it actually is a real floral or not. Where they're like, is that real? That might be real. And then touch it and realize. So this keeps the people guessing a little bit longer. Stunning, stunning, stunning. One of my favorite flowers of all time. And I think that it's a great thing to implement and look a little bit rustic. Is this my hair? Not just rustic. Yeah, that's more hot glue. Okay. It's a great floral to incorporate, especially if you want to. Wait, could you imagine this being put in a vase with, okay, they're shedding a lot. Like a big demijohn. You know what I'm talking about? Like a big old carboy or something, like a vintage glass bottle. Statement. Okay. Now, the benefits of being able to have it beforehand and have it be sturdy still apply here. It's not going to be something you return afterwards, like something Borrowed Blooms. You're probably stuck with it, but you have the ability to sell it afterwards, so maybe recoup some of that cost. That's if you're actually going to sell it. I am terrible at that kind of stuff. It looks a lot more real than the first version, but it's not pre-assembled. It's going to be a lot more expensive, and it's going to take a lot more of your time. So you'll probably have to weigh the pros and cons for yourself on that one. Ooh, okay. Is this a bouquet? This is a lilac bouquet. Oh, this is sweet. Okay, this is going to need a little bit of, she got smushed. She needs a little zhuzhing. This is the 15.5-inch lilac bouquet. And I'd say quality-wise is on par with something Borrowed Blooms. Really and truly. Like, it probably will photograph really well once we can kind of get some of these crunches out of the leaves. Something Borrowed Blooms did a lot better with the packaging. Absolutely. But if we can get some of these crunches out, what a beautiful, simple bouquet. Was it Megan? No, it was Kate Middleton who had like a really simple bouquet. I don't know, one of the royals, all posh with their like one floral thing situation. Gorgeous. Let's get you a close-up on this one. So itty bitty little lilac flowers, the little buds at the top that haven't quite sprouted open yet. We've got the leaves that got a little crunched in transit. I'll show you back here. Some of these will need to be flattened out just a little bit to make them look a little bit better. This is a great starting point for a bouquet or keeping it just like this. This would also be a great option size-wise for your bridesmaids. So it's more compact in size. It's probably a little bit smaller than the bridesmaid bouquet from Something Borrowed, but super cute. I'm surprised by the quality of this based on how much I liked their Christmas garland. I expected a little bit more out of this. I expected a little bit more out of the greenery on this one, but it's on par with other faux florals that I've seen before. And then, oh my golly, you guys. And then they sent Cosmos and Buttercup. Look at some of these. Okay, the Cosmos are insane. Like, very clearly it is silk when you get close to them. But I think that the balance of how they have this done, the styling, the green, what gets me when it comes to faux florals, what makes me kind of do a double take is the greenery. It's the leaves, it's the stems. So the Cosmos are insane. They've got this like gorgeous sprigs of green coming out from them and make them a lot more believable in my opinion. And then we've got the Buttercup. They have these silk leaves instead. But what I like about these is, one, there's not very many leaves. So it's, again, more believable. I can see where that we were kind of going with this general vibe. Look at that. Looks like you just scooped up a wildflower bouquet. Look at this. This is gorgeous. And what I like about the Afloral ones is you get a lot more movement. You have the ability of DIYing to make it move and give the eye something to look at. A little bit more than we've seen with a Something Borrowed, where it's going to be a little bit more compact, which makes sense for the option of renting and packaging and everything. That is a good vibe for the rentals specifically. But if you want to get a little bit more creative and want something to hold on to and have the ability to create a little bit more asymmetry or something different with your bouquet, but you don't want to go real, this could be a great option. They also sent, what are these? Skimmia? What is this? Look at them. These are hefty. I don't know what this is. I actually have never seen this before. Another benefit of going faux. So we've got these almost like seed pod heads. These could be the actual flowers themselves. Again, we're looking at the greenery. It definitely looks more faux. But the tops of these look like astragalus. It looks like a thick clump of that as opposed to the more of the tail. These are stunning. Okay, I actually genuinely really like these. Don't love the leaves, but the heads of these, what a different, unique texture that you cannot capture or replicate with a lot of real flowers, because who knows how well this would last. And then we've got really pretty, almost like cafe au lait dahlias. Look at the tops of these, you guys. Look at that. That would cause a double take. If we're going on double take radar, this would 100% cause a double take. Again, not heavy on the greenery, so it's a little bit more believable. It's soft. Couple strands of hot glue, totally understandable. Look at that. Look at these. Oh, I want to play. Oh my gosh, how many dahlias did you guys send me? You guys sent me 5. Okay, maybe when this video's over, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to put a little something together with what we've got going on here. Okay, last box from Afloral. Right, last but most certainly not least. Oh, a single box for one Queen Anne's lace. Well, that felt like a little bit of a waste. How stinking fun is this? Everything that we got, it's definitely airy, it's got movement to it, it's got lots of depth and lots of vibrance, and when you put them all together, they have a very believable feel. And I think what contributes to that is the length of the stems and the movement that you're able to create with moving and lifting and shifting around that you probably will not be doing and probably shouldn't be doing with Something Borrowed blooms or something that is pre-curated on your behalf. So the upside of Afloral is you get to have a lot more specificity to what you're putting together. It's not pre-done for you, so you have the option of DIYing, of mixing and matching and figuring out the perfect palette for your event, and the ability to use florals that you wouldn't otherwise be able to use if you were opting for a real bouquet. Downside, going to be a lot more expensive. You're probably going to have to DIY. There are some pre-done options that they have, but it's a singular bouquet. They do not have the range that Something Borrowed does, and there is no return afterwards. You are stuck with them. You do have to figure out what to do with them later, and it's probably inherently not going to be less expensive post-wedding unless you can find a way of selling them afterwards. The believability scale, though, is quite a bit higher. Last but most certainly not least, is from a small company that Rebecca, our florist, found on Etsy, which I'm really excited about. And they sent it all the way over from, Norwich, UK. I'm holding British flowers. So they did not have to opt into this at all. Like sending over a bouquet just for me to take a peek at. That's brave to just send a bouquet out to a content creator. So massive props to them already for just like going with it and being like, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Are you kidding me with this? Look at this stunner. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Why is this making me feel emotional? So this is from Hidden Botanics. I will link the Etsy page down below for you guys to take a peek at. This is one of the most, if not, I broke it off. If not the most stunning faux floral bouquets I have ever seen in my life. Are these faux or dried? I can't tell. Are you kidding me? Okay, close-up time. Look at this color range. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Are you serious right now? So some of these are, okay, so some of them are dried and some of them are faux. Look at these panda anemones, you guys. Is this Lunaria? What is happening? This is unreal. This is gorgeous. It has the movement that we were talking about. It has color depth. It's got texture play. It's just, look at this. All right, so let me get a grip. The greenery is dried. The billy balls are, the Crespidea is also dried. The florals themselves are faux. This is dried. These are dried. So this is a little bit more of a combo. What I like about this is the shape. And it also comes with this gorgeous unfinished raw edge ribbon. Absolutely stunning. This is huge. This is huge. It's got a nice flat back to it, so you know exactly how to hold it. Oh my. Hidden Botanics, you're an absolute artist. And it smells really good. Hey, I did smell the Afloral one, but I didn't actually pick up on a smell from this. Pros. Stunning. Unparalleled. Nothing held a candle this that I opened up so far today. This is gorgeous. The movement, the texture, the artistry, this is a different level in and of itself. Cons, we do have some dried greenery and dried florals in this specifically. So there is going to be a little bit of like, you just can't help what happens in transit, but you also get the realism mixed in with the faux florals. So it really tricks the eye. This is more than a double take. This is a triple or quadruple take before you would even realize that any of this is faux. Even the dried stuff looks alive. Like this right here. Again, let's see if we can get a little close up on this. Look at these. These are dried. Unfreaking real. This is dried. This is faux. This is faux. What I like about this is how much it plays, like it tricks the eye into thinking that all of these are brand new, real. Someone just went outside, scooped them out of a floral field and tied them up and handed them to you for your wedding day. Hidden Botanics, you're an absolute artist in your craft, and I'm so grateful that you saw fit to send these over. You guys, please check them out. Again, small shop over in the UK if you are interested. Realistically speaking, there are going to be some cons that come with this inherently. I don't know if they offer centerpieces or whatnot, so we're not going to speak to those because I wasn't even allowed to look at their website. I couldn't look, I couldn't peek because then it might taint my reaction. If you are working with dried florals or dried greenery or anything of that sort, it's going to inherently need a little bit more tender loving care to watch over. However, they are partially dried, they're not fully dried, so there is still a little bit of movement to the greenery at least, and to these fronds, they're not, I'm not being aggressive with them. They're still holding together, but we do have a little bit of fallout from some of the dried florals. Not a deal breaker, in my opinion. Because they've mixed the natural with the faux, it really does trick the eye, but this will need to be handled with more care. I'm also not entirely sure of the price point because, I wasn't allowed to peek, but we will either toss it on the screen or have it down below for you guys for reference. Wow. I think this one might be my favorite of what I've unboxed so far today. My gut says this would be more expensive than something borrowed. You would have it afterwards. This would be a pain in the tush to store. But for those who want to store the bouquets and want it to always look like this forever and ever and not worry about preservation methods, this would be a grand slam for you to check out. I am like, where can I put this in my home? This is Hidden Botanics. You did an incredible job. All right, so y'all be the judge. Is Jamie a convert over into the faux floral land? I don't know. So I'll let you guys be the judge. Is Jamie a convert into the faux floral land? I don't know. Or is she just like really excited about artists? Oh gosh. But, does this count? Because it's like faux and dried? I don't know. Y'all tell me which one was your favorite in the comments below. Also, let me know what you're planning on doing with your florals, or if you're confused or feeling stressed out, please jump into the floral quiz and I will help you out to the best of my ability to guide you through this. It doesn't have to be complicated. We have amazing results for you. It seriously smells so good. Now, real quick before we end this video, a lot of times when I talk about faux florals, people will be like, what about Ling's? What about Sola? We did reach out to those two companies specifically and didn't hear back from them, but I'm totally willing to do a review of those as well if you'd like me to. There's a very clear winner for me. How about you? What do you think? So that's all we have for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, jump on down there, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks for the modern day bride. And until next week, bye guys. There's fuzz in the air. Fantastic. Okay.